Back again with another quick one. I have three from Pop Marvel, and the first one is Spider-Gwen, the second one is Gwenpool, and the third one is Gwenom. Now these are all versions of Gwen Stacy, who's a character I've always liked and enjoyed, and for a while now Marvel has been kind of playing around with her over the years, giving her different personas and identities. There's like every Marvel character has almost a Gwen Stacy sort of version of that character. And, sorry, it started with the Spider-Gwen version of it. It blew up and got really popular, and it was really, really cool. And I'm just such a big fan of the Gwen Stacy character that I picked up these three pops, and I like them very much. So obviously the take on Spider-Gwen is she's Gwen Stacy based on Spider-Man. Gwenpool obviously is Deadpool, and Gwenom is obviously Venom's version of the character. Anyway, just wanted to show these three off real quick. I'm a big fan of this character. I think that's great. And we will be back with more soon. But you know what? Hold on for a second. I want to do something a little extra special. And I know this is mainly a pop channel, and I usually show off, pops. And I show some DVDs and stuff like that, too. I feel like it goes along with it. But because I'm a big fan of this character, and obviously these pop comic book characters are based off of comic books, I want to show two of the books off. Get into it real quick. The one I'm not going to show off is the Gwenom comic, and that's only because I actually don't have it. I've run into it a few times, but never actually pulled the trigger to pick it up. And maybe down the line I should get it, especially since the book is becoming a little bit more pricey, but I haven't picked it up yet. So let's scoot these over real quick and show off. The first one I want to show off real quick is this one right here. Now this is, let me see, Gwenpool's Secret. Gwenpool's Secret Wars. This is issue 2, and this is the very first appearance of Gwenpool, and it was just on a cover. When they were doing this book at the time, they only were doing all these different variant covers of Gwen. I don't forget what it was for. It was in celebration for some reason, and I don't remember exactly what it was in celebration for. Top of my head, at least at the moment, because this is going back a little bit of time now. But they ended up drawing this cover as a variant edition cover, and this is it. She is not in this book. It has nothing to do with her. It was just done as a cover, and this is the very first appearance at any time we got to see her. This book is starting to get a little bit more pricey. It's not ridiculously expensive, but I think right now, and I have not checked in a long time, so the prices could be high, it could be lower, I'm not sure. So do not take what I'm saying with 100% grain of salt, because I have not looked in such a long time. But I believe the book is somewhere around the $100 and something range to $200 range. It sort of depends also on the people and the grade. Now, my grade on this book is, if you see right here, is at a 9.0, which is a pretty nice grade. And I'm really happy with this book, like this character, so happy to pick this one up. She has her own comic book series now, and there's a bunch of stuff you can get. So if you're a fan of the character, check it out. It's pretty much just a Deadpool version of Gwen Stacy, as a little more wacky, and it's obviously a girl. But it's really, really cool, and I have to say I enjoyed it. Now for the more bigger one, and this one has gotten a lot pricier, especially with the new Spider-Verse movie coming out. But this is a CGC graded 9.8 Edge of the Spider-Verse issue 2, and this is the very first appearance of Spider-Woman, Gwen Stacy, also known as Spider-Gwen. This is a very high grade. The cool thing about this book is I bought this book off of the rack and sent it into the CGC to get it graded. And I'm happy to do so because this book has gotten very expensive. I think at the time when I was seeing this book get graded at that moment, it was around the $150 to like $200 range. And me having it slabbed and graded has gotten it more expensive over the years, because now just a regular copy that is sort of hand graded and not put inside the hard plastic and graded by a grading company, they go for like $300-400. I've seen this book right here, and this isn't exactly the price, but I've seen it go from $600 to like $800. It's fucking ridiculous how expensive this book has gotten. And in between, it's obviously the prices fluctuate, but this is probably one of the highest grades you can get. It's the one that you mainly see. 9.9 and a 10 are extremely uncommon, but they are possible, and I have seen them. I do not have any 9.9 or 10s inside of my collection. I'm a pretty big comic book collector, but anyway, just wanted to show these ones off real quick. Happy to have these in. Really, really like The pops, I think they're pretty cool. Anyway, just want to throw these back up here real quick to end it on it. And like I said, I hope you like this little video. I know it's a little bit different and a little bit longer when it comes to me showing off and not just talking more about the pops. Usually when I show the items off, that's the quickie, and I usually stick to the pops. But I thought this would be something special to kind of do and to show it off, because I think these are things that some people are probably curious about too, you know, where a lot of these characters come from, and, you know, or also want a little bit of information on the comics and stuff, if you even do like it. Anyway, just wanted to show those off, including the books, and I will be back again with more soon.